In this video, we want to evaluate the triple integral from 0 to 4, y to 4, 0 to pi of sine z times sine x over x, dz dx dy by changing the order of integration. First step is to understand the region we're interested in. We can draw a picture if we like, but basically what we have is z is between 0 and pi, x is between y and 4, and then y is between 0 and 4. So these are the limits of integration right here. We're going to focus on these first two. The first one says 0 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 4, and y is less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 4. Well, we can combine these two because they both have y in it. And then they also have a 4. So y is less than or equal to 4, x is less than or equal to 4, but x is greater than or equal to y. So what we have, so maybe if we write a number line, so we have 0 to 4, y is in here, but then looking at the second one, x is bigger than y, greater than or equal to y, less than or equal to 4. So we can say that 0 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 4. And now we can break this up. Instead of saying that y is between 0 and 4, we can instead say x is between 0 and 4. So pretend this is not here. X is between 0 and 4. And then for y, we could just say, well, y, get rid of the x, y is between, sorry, if we get rid of the 4, we say y is between 0 and x. So that's where you have 0 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to x. So that's the order of integration that we're going to do. We're going to leave z alone. Z still goes from 0 to pi, but then we're going to y because y depends on x. You don't want to have a variable outside for the outside integral. So z goes from 0 to pi, y we said goes from 0 to x, and x goes from 0 to 4. First step is to integrate with respect to z. So sine of x over x, you can think of that as a constant. So just think of this as like coming outside. And then we integrate sine z, which is negative cosine z, from 0 to pi and end up with 2. So we have 2 times sine x over x. And we're going to integrate this with respect to y first. Well, notice that 2 sine x over x is a constant. So if I integrate this, I just multiply this constant by y. So that's going to be 2 sine x over x. And then times, I guess in this case, y. But we're going to go from 0 to x. So if we plug in y equals x, that turns into 2 sine x times x, that's over x, minus 2 sine x over x times 0. Well, this is 0. The x's are going to cancel, so I'm left with 2 sine x. So that's what's over here. And then finally, we're going to integrate this with respect to y. So 2 sine x, no, we're going to integrate with respect to x. Sorry. So integrate with respect to x from 0 to 4. The antiderivative of 2 sine x is negative 2 cosine x. Going from 0 to 4, we get 2 times the quantity 1 minus cosine 4. And that's going to be our final answer.